Alrighty, folks. Welcome to the show. I am Laz. And Jack is out there. And you're watching NBNN. Today is Tuesday, December 1st, 2015. Shroud of the Avatar. And how you guys doing there today?
I'm doing great. Everybody should be welcome to the Laz and Jack show. It is lunch with Laz and Jack. In the studio, I see we've got old Geezer Crushing, but he's not in game with us right now.
Yes, he is. He's standing right out in front of us with his loot in hand.
He's standing right there. Yeah, I had to pan around, look for him. Today we've got a lot to talk about. I mean, from stepping aways to new things to, hey, got a little bit of everything out there.
All sorts of interesting stuff happening today, which is usually a slow day. Traditionally, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays are quiet around here. But that doesn't stop news from happening. That doesn't stop people from doing things, and that doesn't change the daily grind here in Shroud of the Avatar. So where do we want to start? We want to start with regular Shroud news before we get to disappointing news? I mean...
Yeah, we might as well start with regular Shroud news. I mean, did you want to start off with the development corner or the stand-up corner?
Oh,
or
but
did
of
you
course.
Want to start somewhere else?
As I love the fact that stand-up corner is now public and that we can actually cover that day by day for the folks out there listening and watching. And I happen to have that up on my screen.
Excuse me.
There it is.
Got to figure out how to do this stuff again. I'm clicking all over the wrong things. Okay, so don't forget to get to the stand-up corner. You just go to the Shroud of the Avatar announcements and dev posts in the official forum. And then from there, just Shroud of the Avatar developer blog. And then it's stand-up corner and just go to the last page. Unless you want to read every single one, you don't need to. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page. And normally it's updated by Chaox, who is Rick Holtrop, but I believe he's on vacation right now, so it is being updated by Starlong.
That is correct. Who do we have in front of us
I saw
here?
someone naked in front of us. It is number 4.
Number 4. Oh, hi.
I'll let you do your normal. We are live on NBNN.info forum. But let's see. The developers Andy Cortez is working on Resolute right now. Bob Cooksey is working on statues and the lock and keyhole and snow people. So maybe we will have Frosty the Snowman out there. Brenton Wilson is working on training Leo for special effects hookups and reworked run animations. Jeff Mellon is playing around with dye colors, demons, and wisps that only should have gone into the game 6 months ago, but I'm glad that the wisps are actually making it in. Kevin Wells is working on our hats for the Release 25 quest. Matt Schmitz is working on fireworks animations, reworked wand auto attack animations. Scott Jones is working on the Tilt Fortress, the interior, not the exterior. And then Leo Taylor is getting set up and trained, new crate smash sound effect. So I'm glad that Leo is going straight to work on sounds. That is awesome.
New crate smash effects, yay. New sounds, love it.
Yes.
Love it, love it, love it.
Maybe he'll also balance the audio for like fireballs and some of the other fire effects.
Well, hopefully he'll go through it all. This way we get nice balance, and maybe he'll also give us more independent volume controls to control what we hear in the game. Now, for most people who do not know and haven't played the game or haven't checked it out yet, one of the very unique features, of course, is the omnidirectional sound. Is it? What is the word I'm looking for there? But as you turn, and if you're wearing headphones, you will hear the sound coming from different areas, which is really intriguing. Instead of just like hearing blatantly loud sound all around. Now, of course, we still have a bug or two with things like the rain emote.
You mean the fact that you can hear it across the scene?
Absolutely, absolutely. But I'm sure now that we have somebody on that, it will eventually get taken care of.
It will be improved, hopefully. So I'm glad that Leo's getting the ball rolling and just jumping right in. Let's see. Number 4 has decided to change some clothes and be somewhat appropriate.
Yes, she has.
That's good. Brandon Cotton is working on fireworks and the Barbarian NPC, so that's good. Dan Brennan is working on setup and training for world building and playtesting. So his introduction to the game is, you know what, I'm going to get out in there and I'm going to start playing it and figuring out what's going on in the game.
Let me take a look-see. That's right. Let me take a peek at what I got to work with here.
Yeah, maybe his introduction will involve watching the Laz and Jack Daily Show. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Oh, that would always be nice.
Saber's working on. Yep. Fireworks visual effects and spike traps damage no longer harmless. That's good.
Very nice. Those would be the spike traps that we see in like the Tower of the Shuttered Eye, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, in the back secret room.
Yes.
Let's see, Gina's doing her normal thing, which is community and customer service and localization and updating the media gallery. Keith Quinn is training Dan on world building, brainstorming new adventure scenes. So that's good that they're actually plotting out some of the scenes. So Scott Jennings is implemented master level trainer in Necropolis Barrens and gave a quest with him to unlock the Summon Lich spell. This should now be the only way to unlock that spell. So that is one of the things. So now would be a great time to bring up your skill tree for us, everybody, Laz.
Okie dokie.
So we were both talking about it, and let's go ahead and go to the death tree. So one of the things that they talked about is that your skill tree is going to end up having different places where you can actually train them. So your first 2 tiers are your normal skill trainers. As you get into the 3rd, 4th, and 5th trainer skill levels, you actually have to go to more regional places to learn those skills.
Absolutely.
So eventually you'll actually have the magic zone, which will teach you the 3rd and 4th maybe, but the 5th tier spells would be quest only. So that's something that's going to be a little bit different. So this would be the first iteration of the master level trainer.
Now, it's my understanding, at least the way I've grasped it, is that you're not going to be able to come over to your standard skill trainer here in Ardoris or Owl's Head to complete these. You're actually going to have to seek out a whole different skill trainer. Is that the way I understand it? Have you been getting the same vibe on that?
That is correct.
Okay.
So this guy right here in Owl's Head would only teach you maybe the first 2 or 3. Then after that, or first 1 or 2 skill levels. Then after that, you actually have to go to
and find
the skill trainer in that region, in that area. So you would actually have to find a magic skill trainer. And so that's where you get the degrees of specialization. And so each area is going to be known for a different type of skill
or trade.
Yeah, so let's see. I'm trying to remember anything. So anything dealing with like the Obsidian Order is probably going to be dealing more with death magic, whereas now I have to remember scenes from the book, and I'm just blanking on them. Yeah, but so you'd have to go to different places in order to train up those skills. So that's going to be good for actually creating economies and creating reasons for people to travel all over the world. Steve Saldivar, he's working on area building. So he's building the city center and the port area of Erie. So hopefully we'll have a new metropolis in-game. And let's see, as far as tech goes, which includes front-end and back-end, and you know what? I did that entire skill tree thing without even showing it on my screen because I had the friggin' stand-up corner on there. Silly.
I switched over. I mean, you told me to switch over.
Yeah.
I assumed you switched over.
I told you to switch over, and I neglected to do it myself.
I see how you are.
Yeah, I know. I'm a slacker.
We know who really runs this show.
Yeah, me. Okay, so we've got Eric. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Tovi, working on nav mesh automations, reworking undead resurrection behavior so they only res when undead mages or liches are present. Which is actually kind of cool because that means that if you have like an undead skeletal warrior, you kill him once and he's dead. So that's actually kind of cool. So they have to be resurrected by magic.
Very interesting.
Jason Yenawine is working on gender support for localization. Joaquin Del Canto is working on guild warfare.
Yeah.
Justin Gilbert is working on seasonal weather. And Lord British Cloak mysterious effects.
Meteor from the sky.
Something will fall from the heavens and crush you on top of your head.
Falling sheep.
Yep. Tassilo Philip is working. Yeah. You want to talk about the fact that Lord British was telling us the story of like how many times he'd walk through glass doors and the metal part that holds open the door would fall on his head. Sometimes resulting in stitches. Yes.
An Acme anvil.
Yes.
Throwing ideas out there for them. Yeah, that was a funny story.
So,
that was a very funny story.
Yes. Tassilo is still working on the account page.
Working on that bug that keeps you from seeing all your goodies.
Yep. So I can see all my goodies and payment plan related accounting for pledged expirations and prep work for end of Black Friday bonus. Zach Shepard is working on architecture. QA guys, James is working on POI work. I don't know what that is. It's not
Point of
POT,
interest.
it's POI work. Point of interest? Oh, yes. Where every single map will actually have points of interest to actually help you navigate them. Yes.
Now, speaking of which,
working on the...
go ahead. Yes, we'll catch up on this. I'll load this other thing up.
Go for it. You go for it.
Jacob,
Point of interest.
Jacob White, sodamap.com. Now that you're mentioning points of interest, I have to showcase this. And let me get there. I did not have this one planned for today, but I got to show it off.
Okay, so I'm looking at it.
And for you, go to sodamap.com and pull up Selenia.
You're cutting out?
Pull up Selenia. And then click on the location map for Selenia.
Okay.
And I should actually show the folks this here. So you go to Selenia on sodamap.com. You click on the location map.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No,
so he's...
I'm telling you, this boy's been working.
He's got all the points of interest. Oh, jeez. Yeah, points of interest and everything.
Now, this is the kicker. Let me give you the kicker. This is how town owners, player-owned town owners are going to be. He's got the templates already in for the templates that are available. And what you see outlined here, if you zoom in, is the actual lot in the yellow square, and then the house or whatever is on those lots. And the player-owned town owners will be able to take the blank templates that he has, go place their lots on their own map, and then submit it into sodamap.com once he's finished with all this code. But this is what it's going to be looking like, folks. All player-owned town owners.
That is awesome.
Let me see if I can show you this. I have to log in. I don't know if you will see it.
I don't have an account on it, so...
Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. But talking about points of interest, folks, really something to look at. Sodamap.com by Jacob White. Incredible tool. And day by day, he's adding stuff like this for the community to work with. Again, player-owned town owners should be really excited about this shit. Because this is a game changer. I mean, this is going to allow them to custom create the maps of their own towns to stick into this map and people can just look it up online and go, ooh, I like this town. Oh, they got this, they got that. And they can look at the towns before they have to go actually physically exploring them, which will help people go and, plan a trip. Go, oh, I want to check this town out. What did I have? I want to, I'm looking for certain things, and they can actually go. I believe he's even got it to the point where you might even be able to start putting vendors in there. But I'm not going to, don't quote me on that. Don't lawyer me, bro. But had to show that one.
That is friggin' cool.
Yeah, I came across that. He showed me that yesterday, I believe it was. As I was asking about.
That is really cool. So guys, make sure you can go to sotomap.com for your map looking needs. Then from there, let's go ahead and see what else we have back on the QA. James is also working on Sanity Report or Release 24 forums and regression. Michael Dameron is working on customer service, new user setup, and regression. Reese Romero is working on sanity testing in our Release 24 forums. Which brings us to the big guns. Let's see. Set up for new hires by Chris. Asset bundles research, Unity 5.3 prep queue, Q1 plan review, and the leads meeting. Michael Hutchison is working on the leads meeting, player-owned town template flattening, and new asset integration. So it looks like they acquired some new assets. So let's hope they're kind of cool. Richard Garriott is going to be playtesting, working with Jira issues and out, and scanning historical documents. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but please follow at Richard Garriott.
Now, Richard's got some really great stuff out there.
Yes. And you can see he's been updating stuff with things from his past. And my green screen's gone all crazy again. I believe the sun is doing weird things.
Yeah, I just had the same thing happen. It was a nice dark dreary day, and then all of a sudden the sun came out here, but that's okay. I've made my adjustments.
Now mine's like flickering in and out. It's like clouds, yay!
No clouds, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Still a lot more stuff to cover. We've already finished that now. We can move on to the next topic.
Okay, so let's see. Starlong is our Release 25 Jira Triage, Q1 plan and forums and new employee setup. So that is what is going on with the developers. Remember, we love those guys, which actually could segue into the other big news that we got on Facebook earlier. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm looking for, I thought I had that up, but yeah, we got news today that Blake Blackstone is stepping away from the game. And with his step away, he's getting rid of a lot of his assets. Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew you'd need that.
Yeah, as I had it here, and I clicked on Soda Map to get out there on that link.
Yes. So, yeah. We can talk about Blake's personal life, but that's his personal life, so we won't discuss that. But yes, so Blake is stepping away right now. So he is selling his Metropolis, but this doesn't say Metropolis with overland access and custom development. So I don't know if it's the exact same Metropolis or if he's holding on to that. But he is selling a Lord of the Manor pledge, a Lord, another Lord, 2 Royal Founder Lords, Lord of the Manor, a Baron 3, a Baron 1, 2 Baron 1s.
He's selling all
sorts
Lord
of stuff. Marshal, 3 Royal Founder Lord Marshals, a couple of Royal Founder Lords, Founder Knight, Royal Founder Citizen, Founder Knight, Founder Citizen. And so he does have a lot of accounts available. He is selling a lot of things.
Now there is a note here that says to anybody who's curious that all of the accounts are upgraded to their current levels prior to August 31st, 2015, when the first set of major cutoffs for awards, rewards and stuff and the pledges started getting cut out. So all of these are post August 31st. A lot of these are day one or right near the Kickstarter accounts. Include all Dark Star rewards, all that good stuff. Now, me personally...
Yeah, he does have a couple that are first day Kickstarter pledges.
Yep. I'm sad to see this.
He's, very, very sad, but he does have a lot going on in his personal life. I wish him the best. I hope that he's holding on to a few of his accounts and not just divesting everything that he has.
Yes, the sentiment is the same on the boards there. And I'm going to scroll down and just show the good folks out there that everybody here is shocked as we were to hear this news. Syndria, Sean Silverfoot, Gabriel Night Shadow, Thaddeus.
There are people telling him to please take the post down and rethink it, but yeah.
Yeah, and the community is a bit upset, and we are saddened to hear this news, but it is news nonetheless, and that does not preclude us from covering it.
No, and again, because Blake is responsible for the Tantalus Consortium, and they are what we're hoping to be. We're going to be the big rivals to the Britannia Mining Company. We still have the Syndicate out there, which will probably be doing something similar to what we're doing. But no, it's a tragedy. I wish Blake the best. I really do wish that he stays.
Yeah,
I like the guy.
Now, I got to meet Blake down at the convention, and very nice guy. He handles himself well. Very, very personable guy, and I was looking forward to having a lot of good adventures against him, as well as with them. We spend quite a lot of time. He hangs out here at the shop all the time, and just sits and shoots the shit with us, and we're gonna miss him. Really sorry to see all that happening, but hey, life happens. We'll be the first to tell everybody in real life first, folks. All hail Lord British. Lord British is on the...
Lord British is here today, so maybe he's listening in. Do you want to tell him that he can listen in on the radio? Yep.
Come grab a chair, dear Lord British.
Indeed, he saw the message going out by Crier.
Yes, he saw my tweet.
And what homage is that? I did not see your tweet just yet, but if it caused Lord British to pop in on us, then it must have been important.
Oh, well, it's the Lunch with Laz and Jack tweet every single day.
Ah, okay. He's come to hang out and join us. Well, then please, by all means, have a seat. Join us for some conversation.
Yep. And guys, remember, you are welcome to join us in TeamSpeak. If just go to nbnn.info and click on that big red button that says join us on TeamSpeak. Leaving my channel.
And he is listening via the ether vibration amplifier as we are talking here. And we do welcome Lord British, Mr. Richard Garriott.
There are two channels on the ether amplification device. You can either listen into Avatar's radio, and directly across from us on the schedule, I believe today is Amber Rain, or you can listen to us live. It also gets rebroadcast every few hours until Laz replaces it.
Every day?
And until Ronnie starts doing her live shows. Ronnie's slacking.
Yeah, every day we run it again at 3, 6, 9, and 12 around the clock for those of you who missed it. Again, bringing talk radio to Shroud and the Avatar.
You never know when I might pop in, though.
Well, Ronnie has access to the airwaves, so whenever she's ready to get her show off, the morning show, we're more than happy to have her take control. But let's get back to Blake.
I will be doing that soon, dear. And yes, this is so much fun.
Now, of course, in the news, there was some other news with another one of our avatars. It seems that Miss Amber Rain is not from Avatars Radio, is not ever going to make it down to visit us for Hobloth. or any other events anytime soon due to personal life things that most people know about.
No, that
I
is,
just left
yeah.
I just left my registration open so I could join you.
And again,
Yeah, unfortunately, Amber will not be able to travel further south for a while. Hopefully, that she will be able to appeal that decision.
yes.
Yeah.
But I'd like to segue that
And we all wish her the best. Yes.
right into the Hobloth announcement. We were talking about it yesterday, and I told you I was
Now I need
expecting.
to bring that page up because I started the registration process this morning, but then I started answering the questions with lots and lots of silly questions.
But yes, he got the site out there, and apparently right at the wire for November. He said it was opening in November. Rustic Dragon finally got his code together, and registration opened up last night. Of course, I was up till 4 a.m. filling out my registration. Cough, cough. Clear his throat. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wanted to be one of the first 100 in there?
Well,
Now,
you
the
know,
fun
I
part
know the
is
slots
if
fill
you-
up here, and I know it's a very popular
If you
event.
watch if you actually go to the Hobloth webpage, you can actually watch the video that's playing on the TV.
Oh, I
and
love
just
that
laugh
animation.
because-
Yeah.
Because it
Let's
does
see
have
if we can-
Star in it. It does have their old offices. And it does show them training for Hobloth and sword fighting, fake puking, a little bit of everything. So
Yeah, which-
that is actually really cool.
Which page is that
Do
on?
I need to send you a link to it?
You could just go
I'm
in
on
as
the page.
guest.
I'm showing it up on screen right now.
I'm talking to Lord.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, Ronnie. What is that?
He just went across. He needs
Wait,
to download TeamSpeak so he can talk.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
that would be appropriate.
Even better. Yeah. I will.
How was my surprise guest, Laz?
Yeah, what, Lord British was your surprise
This is
guest?
fantastic.
That was my surprise guest. I ran into him on the way to Deep Ravenswood.
Thank you.
He was like,
Thank
I
you-
heard there's
thank
a
you
news
so-
broadcast going on. Can you, do you know where it is? And I was like, follow me, I'll take you to it.
Yes, we are here at NBNN Studios
Yeah,
and Shop.
so on Habloth, we already have confirmed guests, including Lord British is going to be there. So Richard Garriott is going to be there as Lord British. Star Long will also be there as Lord Blackthorn and as Darkstar. David Watson is going to be resurrecting Yolo Fitzzowan.
Is that the real Lord Blackthorn?
Okay,
long.
so the real Lord Blackthorn was from Ultima 7, which predated Starlong joining the development team.
Correct.
But in Ultima Online, Starlong did play Lord Blackthorn. So since Lord Blackthorn was not his original persona, he was not able to bring it along with him. That's where he started doing the Dark Star. But David Watson is the original YOLO.
Okay.
There are some others, mystery guests that will be there, but also we will have Rustic Dragon Joseph Toshlag.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
of
I'll be
course.
finishing
I
my
would hope we're going to
registration
have him.
after the show.
He's putting the whole thing together here.
Yeah, it is on his property. So Hobloth is actually a really cool event. It is more like I believe this one is going to be 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
Questing, question.
5 days, Wednesday to
Yes,
Sunday.
5 days. Well, it really starts at Tuesday with the pre-rabble.
Yes, I saw that, and I was unsure how to answer. When I want to arrive, since the events calendar says it's starting on Wednesday, of course, officially.
Yeah.
So I just put my arrival as a Wednesday
I can sleep
afternoon.
at my house rather than sleeping in one of the cabins.
Well,
Where I
I
can find this page.
we'll give you a link right
Show
here.
you what?
Jack has the. I'll give you. I've got it now.
What are you
The
trying to
link
figure
was
out?
on Google Plus, Mr. Round.
The
If you
Hobloth
check my
page.
It's on.
Is that the one you
I'll-
linked, Jack?
Yes, it is.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I got it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So, not everybody is required to participate in the combat, so it is very. So you will actually end up playing around with foam weapons. You are not allowed to bring your real weapons unless it's just a showcase. So that is actually rather interesting.
Unless it's
so they
just
do
an
have
ornate
a combat
weapon,
primer
right?
on the website. Yeah, so it will be kind of interesting. The fact that he prepared videos on how to do combat is friggin' hilarious.
I love the whole
And I'm
site.
glad that Joseph's going to do it. Yeah.
I love the enthusiasm he puts into it. If you haven't put in an application and you're interested in going to this, again, it's a registration process. We all still have yet to be vetted via a video interview. He vets everybody who comes personally. There is no guarantee until you are vetted that you are going to get to attend the event. And I suggest anybody who is interested in checking it out, get on to it and get... Yeah, here we go.
cracking.
And the Lord British himself has joined us here in the studio in TeamSpeak. Greetings, my lord.
It's actually worked. Have I successfully installed it all correctly?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
And we
Hello,
have
Lord
Lord British live on the air here on Radio Free Britannia in-game and live on NBNN. Welcome, Richard.
Great to be with you here.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks. You know, I see your daily announcements, when you go live, but it just happened to have been
left your channel.
common for me to be able to catch it live. So I was very excited when I realized I was here when the
Well, we're happy to have you.
So I thought I'd come back live.
We are absolutely
We
thrilled
are-
to have you.
Ecstatic that you are actually joined us on air.
It's great to, again, we tell the people all the time, I've been doing this ever since you told us to let people know to friend you. And, of course, that it is a Steam achievement out there. And we tell them that we talk to you, we spend time with you, you play in the game with us, and, to when they run into you, to friend you up and go ahead and adventure if you want to adventure with them. And most people don't seem to get
that's
it.
Exactly what I do too. It's it's fascinating that I of course have an incredibly long friends list now, and that I literally, if I see a person I don't know, I friend. That's the first thing I do is hello and welcome to the game. But it also means I am now the test case for the code for friends links, because I have hundreds of people already on that list. And so it actually causes problems. We found a number of bugs just associated with my friends list. But it's also helpful for us when we have a large number of people who've friended me back. That creates another kind of extreme case, which is actually not only is it good fun, it's also useful for making.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is awesome as far as the playtesting
And it
goes.
strengthens your network.
I've taken to rival your list. I know I'm never going to actually get there, but I'm coming close to 2,000 on my list, I believe. I friend everybody who comes by the studio here and stops and talks with us.
Oh, 2,000. So you must be way. I'm trying to think now if I can figure out. There's no count. That's a good question.
I have to do it
2,000
manually.
might be above me.
It would be nice to see some kind of counter that, how many people you have in total. Guilds have also asked for that. I don't know if you're aware of that, but...
Good idea. In fact, while you've got me on the phone here, this is one of the great things about me. The web page access I have up is I can go directly into the bug tracking system, directly in, and therefore it will happen.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Right now, to put a count total for friends, party, and guild, might as well do parties, obviously.
Yeah, so
the
let's
whole
see what Star says about that feature request.
Again, Lord British can put it in there, but Star prioritizes it. We all know that.
Exactly.
But,
so it'll probably still happen. It just means it might happen a long time from now.
It's 7 years down the line.
I do think
like,
Star would
we
see the
finally have
need
time
for
for
something
this.
like this. I think there's a big call for it, and of course, when people see and hear this and watch this, we may just throw it out in the forums just to... It's not going to help with the cannibalism movement by any means, but that's something simple enough. I think we can probably slide in there soon enough.
But yes, I agree. The working on that cannibalism issue. This this one probably won't be nearly as controversial.
We're not going to be grinding up little children in this game.
Well, you know, I did see him put through. I did put through a recipe the other day that taking the skull of a deceased and mounting it on a stick so you can make a totem. That one is, you know, we're getting there. You can't eat it yet, but we are, you know, getting
slowly working our way into it.
If we can put it on a stick, that means that we can fry it and then lick it.
We can put it on a spit. That's right, and roast it. We can actually role play that at least.
We're working it. You know, we're working through it. The two ways method.
Now, of course, I got to throw this out there while we're here. You said recipes, and we've been busting Casey's chops for the longest time. Casey's cupcakes.
I know.
Any chance we're going to see that anytime soon?
Oh, well, I think anything that we can describe with ingredients that exist in the game is quite easy to add. You know, the thing that's hard to add is a new raw material through all the intermediate steps it might take. So if you were going to say, I want to include boysenberries, you know, we'd have to make a boysenberry plant, and boysenberries to be harvested.
Right. I'm thinking.
Plants, so that's hard. But if you say it's just sugar and flour and some of the if ingredients that will exist already, that just takes a unique recipe, then that's actually pretty darn easy. So I expect we can do that.
I know we got milk. I know we got flour. I know we've got salt.
Yep.
And I'm sure we can find an extra odd ingredient to make it special for Casey.
Well, we do have pumpkins, so every
pumpkins,
fruit everything will be pumpkin flavored.
And who do we have coming to join us here now?
That is Led Zepp.
Led Zepp.
Hey.
Led Zepp is actually here in studio again today. Up again. Say hello, Led Zepp. Don't be shy. Don't type. Lord British doesn't come in every day to chat with us.
What's up, Lord British?
Hello, Led Zepp. Good to see you. And I see that somehow, even though we've met a number of times online before, at least I've seen you, haven't friended you yet.
What? Lord British didn't friend someone yet?
I must do the same.
Absolutely.
Well,
and
in
again,
case you forget how to do that, you hit the F on your keyboard and then you type in Lord British in the slot. And if you're using Lord British's alternative keyboard commands, it is Control F.
I was wondering what that was without a control key attached. I always use the alt commands. It makes a slight improvement to not accidentally commands while
opening
you're trying
up
to type
100
in the text
windows.
window. Exactly. That's actually one of my biggest challenges for the team. I would challenge anybody listening to help us try to think of this one too, which is how to fix. You know, my number one user-based problem of all role-playing games, our own, is the fact that both simultaneously want to have the ability to chat, but you also want to have WASD available. You know, that's why I'm a fan of the Ultima 9 movement. I can't convince even one person that would be a good idea. That's because no other game uses it other than Ultima 9. So off players versus help. But if anybody can think of a way to make you not jump up and down all the time,
I do it all the time.
Then
it's one of my biggest headaches is, I go to type, and of course I jump out of my seat and jump up and down a couple of times as I'm smashing the keys. And I'm aware of the alt command, but I just haven't been able to get the hang of it personally.
Yeah, I'm fully...
I've been using the alternate config for a very long time,
Forever,
ever since Lord British told me about it. So over a year, or almost a year.
And for those folks,
I'm pleased with the alt basic process. It just is a 90% solution, not 100%.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel better, I still use the Hexen config for all my first-person shooters.
But anyway, there's a challenge to anybody out there who wants to help and jump in and try and help solve one of the problems we have here in Shroud Avatar, presented to you by Lord British. Help us fix the chat interface. I know.
And help us fix movement. I mean, if you have a solution that will allow people to chat and then still navigate, you are more than welcome to do it.
And welcome, Duke. Is he good,
Why don't
Cooper?
they try and use the alt as far as caps lock and numbers lock to help alternate the.
Yeah, well, that still wouldn't help with typing. If you're still trying to do WSAD, you want to be able to chat separately from mashing your movement keys. That would actually send those commands into your chat window, which is what the big conundrum is.
But I think her idea is interesting, though. Because you can detect the
You
caps
could use
lock
the
keys
number-
separately than the caps lock toggles you in and out of
Unbelievable. I thought we had an imposter in here.
capital letters. I'm not sure that's any better than the toggling with the return.
No, that is not an imposter, Zeke. This is the man himself, our Lord British. Say
Check
hello.
his ID.
How
Yes.
you doing, Lord British?
Very well, very well. Good to be with you here today. I want to say another hello to Callie McTavish, who is
Callie McTavish, recent member of
just
the
added as a friend.
BMC, just
Yes.
joined yesterday. I had the...
And then we've also got Rhea, Ami, and Ariana outside, and Old Geezer is way over by the cart serenading people.
As I understand it, Callie was sent over to the BMC and Shroud the Avatar from one of our players in Ultima Online that I left over there directing people to the BMC from UO.
That's right, the town drunk.
Fantastic.
The town drunk on the Atlantic Shard actually gave him directions to Shroud the Avatar. He told me this last night when I recruited him, that he got his information. He says, the town drunk over on Atlantic said the BMC was over in Shroud the Avatar, and I immediately jumped in, bought the game, and came looking for y'all. So great to see that. Great to see that happening cross-platform. Gotta love it. And of course, the town drunk, giving directions.
Where the town drunk in Shroud of the Avatar is actually Winfield from Paxlayer.
Yes. We do have our own
I've
town
got
drunk.
another new soul here. Bad name from the.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of creative named folks out there. Gotta love them.
Well, number 4 is here, running around somewhere. Remember, number 4 is he wants to be a free man.
Even though he's a woman.
Followers who let me over.
I am not a number.
Yes, I am not a number. That's
Gridiron?
right.
You did pretty good.
And my
Gridiron.
newest friend, Cunning Stranger, that was a neat.
Oh, Cunning Stranger hangs out up here all the time.
Snowballs up around at each other over here.
I have not tested the snowballs yet. I keep
I've seen
meaning
people out
to.
there having a little bit of ball fight.
Is that what they're doing?
My bank vault. I haven't gone to.
That would be a fun one to.
Are snowballs actually functional already?
Well, I didn't know they were, but I saw a couple going across, so I think.
Yeah.
They work.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
felt a guard with one of those things, you're in for a rude surprise.
What's that?
I said, if you pelt a guard with one of those snowballs, you're in for a rude surprise.
So the guard
Yeah.
will actually attack you?
Yes, he will come after you.
Wow,
Well-
that's news to me. I'm tempted to go find
Well,
myself a
unfortunately, the
snowball.
guards only have 57 hit points, so it's not... Oh! I see Rhea is actually tossing snowballs. Or, that was Ariana that is tossing snowballs right now.
The replenishing snowball box doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Oh,
Right.
Lord
Oh,
British
look
is,
at
Lord
there.
British is looking for trouble.
Dude, I'm out of
I
here.
like the animation of the digging into the snow to form the snowball, so that is actually really
Oh,
cool.
I see.
The snow that you don't see on the ground.
And Lord British is being challenged a bad name to a duel, so let's see how quickly
here we go.
that name falls down.
God mode, hurry up.
Yeah. And Geezer is providing the music for it. Now, I have no idea how Geezer has 150 mana out of negative 100 is that 1 million? Yeah, 1,297,694 mana. How do you end up with a negative number for your mana, or for your focus, Geezer?
That would be a glitch.
That is not a
Holy
glitch.
cow.
You
I
just
am
noticed
that powerful. I am that powerful. I have so much mana. Because, it's like USA national debt, No number for it.
Yes. If you notice, Lord British only has 1779
Make a pie,
hit
Lord
points.
British. Make a pie.
Now, while we've got Lord British here,
Play this song specifically for Mr. Lord British.
this was a question that we had and came up just recently. The fact that we can actually see other people's hit points numbers. I thought we were never going to see that in this game.
Well, that's a good question. We've gone back and forth internally. We've kind of gone back and forth on that as to whether you want to see a number or not.
Now, personally, I got to tell
what is the
you,
prevailing opinion? I mean,
personally,
I am fine with just a graphical play versus the numbers. I don't really like the concept of min-maxing things to a precise number rather than just kind of getting for goodness and badness.
I think Jack and I's personal opinions is we don't mind as a player in our own eyes to see our own numbers in front of us, but seeing the other players' health and focus sort of takes it away. I mean, the health bar, of course, gives us a good gauge, but it doesn't give us the actual physical number, so it keeps you still guessing. And Jack, do you want to chime in on that one real quick?
Yeah, and so I agree with Laz there. The fact that I can actually see someone else's stats,
Like Lord British is right now.
yes,
we can
would
see.
tell me it's like, hey,
Holy cow,
if this guy's trolling me, there's nothing I can do. So if you think about the low-level trolls, because I'm actually the person here with the least amount of hit points. Laz actually beat me this release, so
Well, you were away.
I don't get that. Yeah, yeah. So if I'm sitting there talking smack, someone can just turn around, duel me, and kill me in a couple of hits. Whereas if they don't know what level I am, then it changes their behavior. So the fact that they know that I am just a lowbie and trolling them, it alters behavior, and I hate to say it this way, but it breaks immersion. And as much as we were joking about that yesterday, breaking immersion, that is one where it's like you really have way too much information if you can see everybody's hit points and
that goes for all the
so it's like
all the animals and
that also includes
monsters
like
out
things
there.
like
The slimes, the
duels
skeletons.
that the BMC gridiron, where you actually can place bets on a player based off of their win-loss record. But if you can see their hit points, you can automatically detect who's the favorite.
Those are very compelling reasons. I like what you guys are saying. And I'm going to make just another one I'll add a jury in about right now, just to...
we go out.
What I'll do with this one is
duel,
we'll go to
Jack.
hip chat with their management team.
We go out to battle mobs. I mean, I know we put the skull system in so that people can gauge them, but now you can just click on a wolf and you can see how many hit points the wolf has, and it sort of takes away the mystery. That's just, again, a general opinion of us here. But again,
Lord British, we're going
food
to try
for
to
thought.
put a tune together for you. Wow. If I can get Led Zepp to get over here to us, we're going to put a tune together for you to listen to.
Oh, fantastic.
I was going to
It
ask
actually
you guys
sounds really good.
to go ahead and take us out today. So if you guys would just go ahead and stand by with that and get yourselves organized. We got 10 minutes before we got to break out of here on the show today. And
I
Led
do
Zepp,
not
I
have.
need you to zone to me.
I do not have a set of drums on me.
we'll give you one. Get over here.
Geezer, you need to download Lead Loop 2.
Now, these gentlemen have been doing a lot of work on music here in the game. Everybody's really loving the addition of music.
Yeah, it sounded legitimate when they were playing at the gridiron.
Oh yeah, the last two gridirons, Easy and the Black Rockers, have been out there entertaining the audience the past 2 weeks, and the audience has been really eating it up. Got to give them a hand. They've really been working the music, and again, I think music is still way in its infancy here in the game, and we're going to see a lot more stuff like what these guys are about to show us.
And I'm looking for my daily thing that I'm supposed to read.
Yeah, I had, what else did I have on today's, we covered Hobloth already.
We covered that. Yep. We covered almost everything we're supposed to talk about, I think.
Yeah, Snug Harbor can wait till tomorrow. It's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah. And we did
Anyone except the people who live in Snug Harbor.
Well, nobody is living there as of just yet. Well, since we're saying it. I've opened up the Snug Harbor website. I'll give you all a link here.
Is that your player-owned town, Laz?
One of them, yes.
It is okay, cool.
And there's a link for everybody. And just a little something. This when I figure that when we go live and I do have people moving into the town, they're going to need a community to start off with. A lot of people who have player-owned towns, I don't think are giving it a much thought. Folks like Winfield and Paxlayer, they've got a community already, and those folks know about it, and they're aware of the website and all that good stuff. But for new folks who are going to be coming in and possibly living in my communities, I feel the need to offer a starting point, a website where they can go and look, and of course I'll add forums and so on and so forth. But this is the promo, as it would be, for the town here in Shroud of the Avatar.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's interesting. I have since I'm running a developer client, I get a little bit of bugging information that by on my screen. So not only was I pleasantly surprised to see snowballs each other, I happened to get a message popped up saying, for example, pickpocketing. I forgot that the pickpocketing's in the game, and of course I have no idea if there's any way to block me from being pickpocketed. So,
ooh, interesting concept.
I'm paranoid. Now I'm paranoid.
If only I had the skill. Well, are you PvP
what you got in your
right
pockets?
Now? And
that's
you are
the
not.
question.
Or nothing.
Yes, if you were PvP flagged, someone could actually pickpocket you. But since you're not PvP flagged currently, no one can pickpocket.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. There is that failsafe built in.
And I suppose also if I was pickpocketed, I'd get the chance.
Now, of course, one of the questions out there is, who was that who just did that?
Bad name.
Bad name. Is pickpocketing going to have the same safeguards as dueling and fighting? Are pledge rewards and stuff like that going to be safeguarded from being pickpocketed? Do we know that yet?
Absolutely.
They
are. We do know that, and that it should already be true.
Okay.
It goes through the exact same system.
I know we had people ask the question, and we didn't have a definitive answer.
That's why we also had it where if you do have something taken from you, to be a good thief, to be a thief in a crowd, not a thief in a one-to-one scenario. Because if you lose something, you'll get a chance to ransom it back, and if there's only one other person, you kind of know that's the guy that stole it from me. So you want to pickpocket in a crowd so that you either get money or you get the ransom, or you get the ransom or the item without having it be obvious who did it. And you guys probably already know the way you catch them is by having them highlighted at the time they pickpocket you. So if you think somebody is kind of strangely sidling up behind you on purpose, just highlight them. If they try to pickpocket you, you will catch them and you will know who it is. And I see you, invisible person, walking around here in front of me.
Yes, I see that person standing in front of us. That's
Mr.
Jack Frost. Jack doesn't know what you're talking about.
Mr. British, I have a question for you. Stacking spells. Currently, I see a benefit when you stack 4 of a type. Is that something that you guys are working on, or something that plans?
When you say stack, or you mean combine?
when you use the same spell and combine them together to make the same spell, but times 2.
Oh, then that's just because it hasn't been implemented yet. That just means the first part was written that it allows them to be combined. So there may not be literally any effect yet that newly combined, supposedly more than twice as powerful spell.
Okay.
That would just be a bug.
That I just wanted to bring to your attention. If you didn't know, there is no benefit to stacking them currently.
I didn't know that, but that's I'll send a ping to Chris Spear.
Chris.
There you go. And of course, again, just a very great example for folks out there to know that if you've got questions, they've got answers. And if you see Lord British in game, you see Dark Story, see any of the developers, of course, and they chat you up. Bring them your concerns. Toss out ideas to them, because they usually have, like their Jira open in front of them, or at least a scratch pad where they can get it into, into the information system here at some point. And they do look at everything.
We do have our QA team. Really does go through on the forums. We have just for reporting bugs. Every release, QA team scrubs that entire list, top to bottom, for things that are new, and put them directly into our Jira bug database. While it's great, I'm happy to hear it myself, and I can make some qualitative judgments and discuss those with you. So by all means, please, when you see me bring these up, discuss them with me so I can give quality feedback to the team. Ask you a question or two about how you saw it or what you saw, just like I did right there with the word combining versus stacking, clearly reported. So it's nice to talk to a developer whenever you can. But if you're not around one of us, just throw it right there into the forums, because I assure you, with those, that is not a black hole. We go through every single solitary individual report, every release, and that's the only way we're out most of these bugs is.
Now, of course, we touched on a couple things here, and we're going to just, I want to ask these two little questions. The health bars, there's been a call for them to be movable around the screen, and I know it was supposed to come. What's that? I got to move it, yeah. And then, of course, having multiple characters' health bars, the only time you see that is in a party. So if we were all sitting around and I wanted to pull up everybody's health bar just to, giggles and grins, target, gust, and blow you around, I can only target one person at a time. But I mean, we can only target one person at a time, we understand. But we can only have one person on screen. Is that ever going to be changed where you can pull up multiple different targets on the screen?
Interesting question. I've never heard anybody request that yet, but I don't think that would be hard, and it makes. And moving things, by the way, too, since that's where this started with moving things around. Most of the windows are movable. There's a few right now that are not, and those probably will transition to movable. My favorite one that needs to move. Progress bar when you are harvesting, because I put my text window right on top of my shortcut bar.
Okay.
I don't read or type quickly, so I need it right in the center of the screen. Cover on top of the progress bar. And so I want that progress bar to be movable, or at least not there. And similarly, it sounds like you don't like the bars necessarily tucked in the corner. And I do get your suggestion of let you. Basically, when you right-click on somebody, maybe an option there should be.
Well, like if I click on you now, your name comes up and I see your health bar on screen next to mine. But I can't do it to the next guy. If I go to the next guy, it just replaces yours. And
Yep.
Like in UO, where you could leave it dragged up,
Exactly.
and even if they went off screen, it would black out. And I just wanted to touch base, Laz. You had mentioned that having the HP over the mobs.
We touched on that already. Yes, we've touched on that with Lord British while he's been here, with the numbers and all that. Yes, definitely. He's already entered that in, and he says it's been a hot topic.
Yeah, I was on their side of the fence on it as a new player. I think it's beneficial to be able to see that type of stuff. Not trying to step on anybody's toes.
No, and again, that's the whole idea of development here is for people to get that voice out, because they want to know what everybody wants to see. I mean, that's the whole idea at this point of the game, is finding out
It
what's
lets
going
you
to make
help
us
us
pick
figure
behind
out
me.
what you can do in PvP, like a Searing Ray body slam combo. You know, if you're going to kill the person or not.
Yes, absolutely. But as
So from
it
that
may be,
perspective,
folks,
I think it's beneficial.
and as much as I hate to say this, we are at the top of the hour today. And we do have to keep the game in the show in its format. As much as I'd love to keep this going, we need to go ahead and mosey on out of here for today's show. I'd like to take a moment to thank...
Which means it is time for the calendar, that means.
we don't even have time
ready
for the calendar today, I tell you the truth.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to thank
Not a lot
everybody
going on
who's
anyways.
here with us on screen, who's in the game with us. Of course, Richard Garriott, a.k.a. Mr. Lord British, as somebody put it, for joining us here in the studio and in game today. And, of course, Richard, you're welcome to come join us any day during the show. We'll be happy to have you here and shoot the breeze with us. Talk to the good folks out there.
I'm obviously thrilled I could join you today, and truly any chance I see your tweets come out, if I am free, I will jump in.
And, of course, don't forget to check out the NBNN Daily
Play a song
Britannian
for you
out there.
Mr. Lord British. That Easy has split and made all kinds, fine-tuned it and all kinds of other stuff.
Led Zepp, I need you to sync up.
You guys better make it quick.
Okay, while y'all are doing that.
Well,
Everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for the following. Don't forget, you can always catch us on nbnn.info. You can also follow us on twitch.tv as either NBNN News or Twitch Cynicist on YouTube as well. NBNN News as well as Cynicist. So, guys, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for the follows. And thank you for coming and joining us in TeamSpeak, everybody. That includes Zeke, Lacey, Led Zepp, Lord British, Old Geezer Crushing, Ronnie, and
that guy,
I
whose
can't
name we can't
pronounce her name.
pronounce.
Yeah, the one non.
Oh, it's
only,
number 4.
Oh, the number 4. Yes, number 4. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for Bad Name, as well as everybody else out here in the crowd. Callie McTavish, Luca, let's see, Molly. People running away, Lady Kaylee.
Good night, John
Thank you,
Boy.
everybody.
Alrighty, folks. This is Laz for signing out for Laz and Jack. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and anything else we can bring you here on NBNN here live in Shroud Avatar. Thanks again to Lord British for joining us on today's show. Stay tuned for more information. We'll see you tomorrow on the show. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Play the good thing, we can do all it.
Led Zepp, are you going to be able to sync up or no?
He's having
Negative. I don't know. It doesn't want to give me pushing for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Alrighty, go ahead and
Well,
get synced up for the
Geezer,
show.
download
British your
Lead
songs.
Loot 2, Dueling Banjos.